You know what would be really shocking? If that was Seki singing that commercial. I mean, wouldn't that be kind of fucking disturbing? I mean, for the course of this entire series of Tonari no Seki kun, we have never heard Seki actually talk a conversation or even really a line. So, what if Seki singing was that girl's voice? Just imagine that. Picture in your mind now how fucked up that would be. Now that you have that thought in your mind, let's talk about this episode. This episode was vastly different from all the other episodes I have actually seen of Tonari no Seki kun. At first, I thought it was going to be a standard flip book. That's exactly how I thought. I was like, oh, this is going to be Seki just drawing pictures and all that. But he started doing a voiceover, and then it made me think of the opening song of this series. The opening song, as you see Tonari no Seki kun, you see Seki, like, doing, voiceovers and stuff, and he's drawing the anime of the actual series. And it's interesting how they actually do that in this episode, and Seki's doing, like, a voiceover on this entire flip book, and we find out right at the course of the end, which is an event we've never seen done before in the series, is that the actual ending part of this episode takes place outside of the school. It takes place at an actual toy shop. Right there, that is amazing. We actually see another adult talking that Seki's pretty much recording to do the actual commercial voiceover at the ending part of whatever Seki was doing. So right there, I felt like that was amazing. They really changed it up this last portion of this episode. I mean, this entire episode actually was kind of different. I mean, at first, you going in, you look like it's going to be a standard Tonari no Seki kun episode, and then it just changes radically, and I was like, oh my god. This episode was good. It was enjoyable. I mean, getting to see freaking Rumi just going there, sneaking in after school and all that to listen to whatever Seki was doing, that was just enjoyable to see because she was just listening to it. She's like, oh, I'm so glad Seki wasn't singing, and what if that was Seki singing? Just overall, it was also funny getting to see Seki do the sound effects, like, and all that. But really, I have to say, this is one of my favorite episodes I've seen in quite a while of this series because, I mean, it was different. It wasn't the same standard, thing we see every week. And it was enjoyable. Also, if you did not know, next week is the final episode of Tonari no Seki kun. Now, honestly, even though we've had, generic stuff, the same thing almost repeating every week, I'm still gonna miss this series. I've enjoyed this series a lot. I've loved it. I wouldn't keep watching it if I didn't have some form of enjoyment from this series. So it's gonna be upsetting seeing this series' final episode next week, and Nisekai's episode's final is next week. So a lot of good series that we probably have had for, the past 2 anime seasons is going to be ending. So how do you all feel about that? How do you all feel that this series that we've probably, a lot of us have been watching for a very long time, is going to be ending next week? So everybody, I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.